What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys, where we have Cris Sosa in the hot seat.
Mr. Sosa.
How this works is that you were asked a series of questions that begin it very, very cold and easy to answer, and then it goes into the realm of like, how the hell do I get out of here? I can't answer any more of these. My reputation is going down the drain.
Ooh, okay, perfect.
So everybody has fun. We like to start off with Bart, because Bart is an artisan of like the coldest questions you could possibly think of. Go ahead, Bart.
What's the difference between?
I always laugh. Because I've seen this so many times from this angle, and I can see his thought process where he's puckered. It's always like this.
I'm trying to think.
Takes a big deep breath, and then the first half of the question allows him to buy time, and then what comes out afterwards, I can never get.
And you just let him buy an extra 10 seconds, so thank you.
No, he distracted me.
Sorry.
If you were given the assignment
Sorry.
to draw these two creatures, okay? And you have to draw it where people know that they're different.
Okay.
How would you do it? And these are the two creatures. One is a zebra, and the other one is a horse with stripes.
Ooh.
How would you showcase to the world that these are completely different animals?
I switch it for the zebra is gonna be vertical lines, and the horse with stripes is gonna be horizontal lines. So it's gonna be like the
Smart man.
Yeah. I break it down like that, cause then you'll be like. They'll be like, you see a zebra. Oh, it's just a zebra. You see the horse with horizontal lines, like straight. You be like, yo.
The horse been in jail.
The horse. It's the burglar horse. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's a mime horse.
Yeah.
Horse been in jail, of course. Obviously.
Hey, that's
Duh.
Easy. Just switch up the
I didn't
way the
expect
lines
the answer to be that good for a question like that.
The question was, I was like, that's hard. I was like, that's a tough question. But you went, I got this easy.
switch the lines.
I don't think I've seen you since before COVID, dude. Like you moved back to Texas.
Yeah.
For during that time.
Yeah, I was out there 2020. I really like during the pandemic. I think it started like around like February out here, in the world, and then like I stayed until like June. Then I moved to Houston in July, and I was just like, the saving money, the whole situation of like, all right, I can still make money from anywhere, work from home and stuff. So
Because there were no shows, right?
yeah, no shows and stuff, but I was producing content online and stuff. So I was still able to make LA money, but living in Houston, living, prices.
And then you started a production company out there.
I mean, look, I'm not even trying to like gas y'all, but like y'all are truly inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all I'm in your studio, and I remember the feeling of being in here, and I was like, yo,
You gotta aim higigher, bro.
really? No, man, no. I'm being honest, bro.
Classic joke.
I'm being honest, for real, bro. It was like, oh snap, it's possible. You can make your own studio, have your own crew, and really run your stuff. So. Same thing with like Kev on Stage, and even the Tyler Perrys and Kevin Hart's, like they have a studio. So I always wanted. I was like, the opportunity fell in my lap to do that for Houston, for my city, and then specifically the town that I grew up in. That's where I put it. And what is it like for the market? It probably wasn't the smartest to put it where the town that I was in, because everything really happens like in the city, in the loop they would call it. Like that's where like all the music, the food, and all it's popping in the city. But I put it in the north side, like my side of town. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was cool. I'm glad that I did it. Had some dope experiences out of it.
What kind of content did you guys produce?
So it's multimedia. So we had a cyclorama room, we had a dance studio, and we had a podcast room, which was also a music studio too. And so we had podcasters come in and rent it out every week, and we had comedy shows. And so the way I designed it, which was crazy, that I even designed this building, like every wall in this thing. I didn't know what I was doing.
you guys had stand-up shows.
Yeah. So I put up shows because of the way the psych room and the cyclorama room and the dance studio was separated by a roll-up garage door. And so you roll that up, it turns into an event space, right? Wow. And so I used the cyclorama wall as the stage, and fit like 50 seats in there, put a DJ in there, and the lighting. I'm really big on lighting, so I definitely set the vibe for it, and I had dope comedy shows. It was so cool that I had homies from LA like fly out and headline. You know what I'm saying? Like comedians that you would only go to the Houston Improv to perform. there's not really like big comedy clubs to perform at.
Created a space for
Yeah,
it.
so then they came to Creative Space Houston.
dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they came to Humble, Texas. That's the town. It's called Humble. And it's just wild to hear like, you know, Matt Rife is at Humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Nice.
cool. Yeah, hell
Matt
yeah.
Rife's a homie of yours.
Yes, one
Dope.
of my boys, yo. So, and then even David was talking about, David So was talking about like doing a live Genius Brain out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It was
sick.
Yeah, hell yeah, yo. But it survived for a year, and then had some crazy momentum happen. Ironically, the most momentum that I've ever gotten towards my entertainment career happened when I moved out of LA.
Because you came here for that.
Absolutely.
And then when you went back home, your fault, everything got better. Like, whatever.
It was something that I didn't even know that I needed. Like that move back home. I didn't realize the holes that were made like being out here. You know, you're out here to grind, you're out here to hustle, get it, you know, network and go to all these things, and it's like you kind of like beat yourself up. You don't even know what you are. You're just like, this is the motions that I have to go through. This is what it means to chase your dream. When I went back home, I'm back with my fam. You know, I'm eating better. I got this studio now, creating my own visions. So it really made me stronger as a person, as an entertainer, as a business owner, like even as a family, like a family member with my fam. I got to really get like closer with my people. So and I grew my hair out. That's a whole another thing too. Everybody tripped out when they saw me when I came back. They're like, "Yo, what's this look, bro? I didn't even know that was you," and this and that. And I didn't cut my hair the whole time I was out there. I just had a whole. Well, actually, I buzzed it when I moved. I had this look. You know what I'm saying? With the ears.
Shitty look, right?
Yeah.
Piece of shit look.
And I just did it.
This molester look.
Yeah.
That's what I asked for when I went to the barbershop.
Straight up, yo, and you know what's crazy is that like I'm like hella like what is it? I was kind of insecure about the hair as far as like, you know, with a fade and stuff like that. You want to make sure your hair is right, and that's kind of like the culture I was brought
You
up
got used to
in.
being cleaned up. all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
right?
So like doing this was big for me because it's just like it's a commitment to go through the ugly stage and the hat
Oh
stage.
yeah, you gotta get the
and
in-between done.
Yeah, the
That
in between.
That's true.
Sucks,
Oh,
yeah.
You know, bro, you got the ponytail, bro. Like that mid stage though.
It's
Have
Yeah,
a bob
you look-
haircut.
Where the hair is just like this.
Yeah, bro, it just doesn't look good, bro. I had it, bro, for real.
I look like a lesbian protester, dude.
Yeah.
But that's in some places, you know? It's kind of fire.
But Houston was the best thing that ever happened to me going back, you know what I'm saying? And then now, like, because that caught like a lot of attention of what I got going on, it was Zoom meetings. It was like from LA, from networks, and then or management.
Asking you to come back here, huh?
Or just asking like, what is it that you want to make? What do you want to? What are you interested in? And I'm just like, wait, what? Yeah, like I've never these opportunities. It's like
Probably because they saw that you could make something yourself.
Yeah, you create
Yeah,
your own
yeah,
space.
right.
That's huge,
So
man.
were you like, I'm ready to get those holes back in my heart in LA again?
I got it all filled right now, so I'm like now I can go back and like I can take it. You know what I'm saying?
Rest again.
Honestly, I really take it as like as a round two. I take it as a rematch. Honestly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
dope.
Coming back to LA, and so far I've been hitting the ground running, yo. It's a dope wave that I've been riding.
That's dope.
Do you
man.
still got your creative space in Houston?
No man, I shut it down, bro.
The whole thing?
Yeah, so I got also give y'all's flowers, man. As a business owner, it's hard.
Really hard, man.
and I didn't have a team. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have investors. Everything that I did out of creative
you're
space,
out of pocket, huh?
Out of pocket. Bro.
It is, yeah.
It's hard, man.
I was paying
Hey,
rent.
respect though for that.
Yeah, like my shows and other stuff. Like I would break even on my shows. Like, and my thing was like, I just love putting on a dope show. I wasn't even mad, bro. I was paying everybody off, and then I left with myself with like gas money. You know what I'm saying?
You did all that, and you weren't GoFundMeing everybody.
No.
See, that's respect.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what I'm
You
saying?
didn't become a GoFundMe handout, dude.
No.
I know a couple of those guys.
Yeah, I just it was crazy because during the hardest times I was really just like, man, trying to figure out what the fuck did I just put myself into? What am I doing? What is happening? But I was just like, let me just keep moving. As long as I keep moving, instead of just like sitting there and just like moping around, something's gonna pop off. And then I got a crazy email, from a good friend of mine, but we haven't spoken in a while until like February. But Issa Rae hits me.
Wow.
And she's like, is this still your email? And I'm like, Issa, is this still my email?
It can be. It's gonna be forever.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what? And then from then on, like, it was just like, she was really looking out and really, vouched for my boy.
Booty Hunter at yahoo.com.
Booty Hunter.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that's Cris Sosa.
Yeah.
That's Cris Sosa. Let me shoot him an email.
Email, you know?
Oh,
Dominican
yo.
sex god.
Man, I give her the most props, yo. For real. Yeah.
You should check if that email's still out there.
Yeah.
You can still grab it, bro, I think.
Yeah, you just look.
I'll just add my year after it. Booty Hunter 93. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm back now. It feels right.
Yeah.
You know, it feels right. And I feel like that was the last little like let go, because that was my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I created something from nothing. I loved that place. That was my creative space. Like really kind of on the selfish side of it, I had somewhere to really really work on my stuff, create and paint, and like people didn't realize that like a lot of the things, like I'm multifaceted in the other like worlds of art, like with designing, with painting, with dancing. I got back dancing. That shit felt good.
Damn, let's go.
Yeah, man, for sure.
He also boxes, too. He's very...
Yeah.
When you went back home, did that feel like defeat from LA?
Oh hell yeah, bro. That was
I would have just blamed COVID and been like, man, COVID. Fuck.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. I was trying to be. My ego was really like what was keeping me in LA during COVID. I was being like, nah, I'm not gonna let the pandemic like make me go back home. Like fuck that. I'm still making money. I can still be here. My brother was the one that was just like, yo, like let's just make this.
I know you're getting your ass kicked over there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they're like, yeah, and they're like, yo, you don't have to pay rent, stay with us. You know, it's not like you can be good. And so I decided to, instead of my like paying rent that I was paying, I was actually living like, it was my first time like having like a luxury apartment. I finally felt like now in LA I was like, nice, I did it. You know,
You did it here.
yeah, and so I was like, I don't want to fucking let this go. I finally figured out like I could like finally live, pretty good, but I let it go, and I went to Houston, did my thing, and I paid pretty much the same amount what I was paying for this 1-bedroom apartment for my entire studio. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, it was crazy.
Prices are so different.
Yeah,
super
bro.
different,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
You know,
So
it's still cheaper for me to own a home in Vegas and fly out here and go back than to rent a place here in LA.
shut up.
Yeah,
That's wild.
isn't that crazy?
Well, I believe it though. It's just insane. You know what I mean? But
Hey, so tell us, what the heck is this Dominican Usher?
oh, bro, yeah. So I did this. I did Dominican Usher back when I was in Houston too. Still like every now and then making content, doing these voiceovers and stuff on my social media. And so Usher, he was promoting that he was going to be having a residency during his first run of his residency in Vegas. And so he was on Good Morning America and he was singing a cappella, but he was singing his classics, right? So he was doing the like, when you feel it in your body, you found somebody who, and he's doing it all. Sounds beautiful, right? Yeah. And so I'm watching it. I have to also say, I'm a huge Usher fan.
Who isn't?
Honestly, like I grew up like, I mean, obviously I love Michael Jackson, but like for me as a kid, I grew up on Usher being my guy, who was the pop star, dancer, good looking women, also like that was my guy.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching it, and after watching it, I was just kind of like walking around, and I do this accent, right? I talk like this all the time. Sometimes I can, walk through the entire day where I'm just like, well, accent? What do you mean? I don't have an accent. You sound funny, And so I just started singing like that. I was just like, when you fit it in your body, you found somebody who, and I made myself like laugh when I did that. When you fit it in your body, and I went for it, and I just made the voiceover, and literally it just popped like that video popped. And then I did another Usher classic, and then another Usher classic, and I just had like a 7-part series.
I loved all of them.
Dude, they're great.
I loved all of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Your dub-overs are fucking sick.
Yeah, so
I like the
very
one.
funny.
I think the first one I saw was you got it back.
that's the one. Yeah.
I want to hear you do him, bro. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear your Dominican.
Yeah. So that was the original one. It was a red background.
Oh, that was the original one?
That's the original one. Yeah. And so then I like to kind of think that my bits are like classics. So I would then like leave it alone. Like that was my raw. Like I'm gonna leave that alone and let that sit. Yeah. And so I chilled on doing Dominican Usher. Even people being like, yo, you gotta do Dominican Usher again. Do Dominican.
That was I couldn't wait. I was like, oh, he's doing another one.
Yeah. And so then he did a Tiny Desk. Yeah. And this was like 2 weeks ago.
This is a banger.
He dropped it, right? And it was on I was scrolling Instagram. I'm with my cousin right now. I'm staying over there. And I remember I go, oh snap, bro, Usher dropped a tiny desk. And like as a fan, I was like,
It's a big deal. Yeah, tiny desks are dope.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, what? I said, yo, guess who else dropped a tiny desk? He goes, who? And he was like, well, Chris Brown. And I was like, nah, Dominican Usher. and he was like, here we go. And I kid you not, I just went to the room and I just like I watched his whole tiny desk, and then I saw the moment that I wanted to do it on, and it was the moment where he was just thanking his fans and his side, his singers, and this is why I do this, and it's really for my brothers and the love and the passion. And so whenever he was doing it, I was like, oh, I'm about to kill him. Oh, it's about this is for my brothers and for the music. And, sometimes, and I wanted to add a lot of like Dominican, feels of like, saying the plátano maduro, and like, saying with mango and stuff like that. And so we had this thing where it's like mayo ketchup, where it's literally just a mix of mayo and ketchup, and that's a dip that we mayo ketchup. And so I did the bit, and it was just that last little nugget at the end where I was just like, I was kind of getting over the voiceover. I was like, let me just add a little Dominican little deal and then get out of it, right? Yeah. And that happened to be the best part of like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Life, you got to get, and it matched with his lips. Yeah. That was the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It matches. That's one of my favorite things. That's my little secret with the voiceovers. Like
it's gotta match.
Make it match, yo. Make it match their lips. Even if it's not what they're saying, look at their lips and see, like, put it on mute. Don't watch the videos with the audio.
Yeah, that's why it's
watch it mute and just read their lips and be like, it looks like he's saying ketchup, And then the next word just worked where I said mayonnaise, and his mouth is going, you know what I'm saying? So it just worked. You got the ketchup, you got the mayonnaise. Life is like mayo ketchup.
Life is like mayo ketchup.
Tú sabes. Tú sabes, which is, you understand.
There's that one too where he was like he was in a roller skating rink.
Yeah.
And he's just like skating around. And just the way he was moving just looked so Latin. Yeah. So with the voiceover, I was like, oh my God.
Don't lead your girl around me, true player for real. That's my nigga for real.
He's just fucking skating around and shit. I was like, that's great.
And then he's like gliding, he's like, situation. The group will arise. Yeah. Hell yeah, yo. And so the tiny desk, I dropped it. He lit the when Tiny Desk dropped it, my voiceover went out like 30 minutes later.
Oh, smart.
That's amazing.
Like right on it.
What if you don't want to do the full 20-minute?
Honestly though, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about that, but then like doing like a Patreon situation where it's just like I got the whole concert, the entire thing from top to bottom. But I also want to have like I have my boys who do music and stuff who can like finesse beats, because I actually wanted to sound like the band's behind me. Oh, wow. And you know what I mean? Yeah, really go in the production.
You gotta do the full thing.
Yeah.
That might get over 1 million views.
Watch these. You know what I'm saying? Like really hit it.
Oh, dude, you have to. Massive. That would be a fucking banger for real.
Why don't you do a Dominican Biden?
Oh,
Dominican Biden. There's no dialogue.
The country's we're in a lot of trouble. What's going on right now? But we're trying our best. We're doing what we gotta do. Because at the end of the day, America's like mayo ketchup. That's always mayo ketchup.
Better than Biden.
And then Usher reposted it.
That's
when
when
Usher did that, yo, I was like, yo, that gave me the stamp, because I was like, man, honestly, I was really feeling like, what if, because I love him so much, I'm like, what if he fucking hates this? What if he's like, this is annoying, yo? Like, stop with your shit, yo. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's doing his promo, and I'm over here just like, fuck your promo, yo. And
nah, that's homage though. You know what I mean? You don't. I feel like when I watch it, you doing that, in my mind, I don't think it's like, oh, he's hating on Usher. It's like, nah, it's just you're blending your world and his world together.
Yeah,
you know, it's
it
fun.
Also helps his sales.
Yeah,
yo.
You're helping him out.
So yeah, he actually used when it dropped, his response to the feedback of the Tiny Desk, his first tweet out after that came out was the retweet of my video.
Damn.
And he says thanks for tuning in to my Tiny Desk, gracias.
Dope.
I got Usher to speak Spanish, yo, because of the Dominican Usher.
Gave him a layup.
So he took you on with his momentum, like, together.
Yes, yo, laughing emoji. So
that's nice.
So I was like, cool. That was like the stamp on it of like, oh, cool. I know that he's fucking with it.
Yeah.
And then though he has one of his guys in his team follows me and reached out to me, being like, "Yo, I got I roll Usher. I'm driving when he's on tour, and it's just, like he just letting me know like it's legit, whatever." And he's just like, "Yo, like, let's connect." And so we got on the phone, and he was like, "Yo, Usher loves it." I'm like, "For real?" He's like,
take me on tour. I'll open for him. Yeah.
I'm like, just give me a minute on the residency. Imagine if Dominican Usher makes an appearance.
Dude. Honestly, it's not that crazy.
It's not that
really
crazy.
not that crazy.
Or even if he does a concert like his first song, and you're backstage, and he lip syncs to what you're doing. Oh, crazy! And it's fucking roller skates.
Honestly, if Usher doesn't do it, he's a fucking idiot, bro.
Hey, bro, I think that might be the move.
Idiot! If you don't take Cris Sosa with you, you're a loser.
It's the male ketchup.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, yo. So yeah,
The kid's a star.
it's your move, Usher. Your move.
Your move. Ball's in your court, Usher.
Hey, yo, they're saying it, but for real, please, that'd be tight. That'd be hella cool, yo. That'd be a
sick,
dream. That'd be a dream. But he said that his girl's Puerto Rican. He said that she sometimes randomly will throw a Dominican Usher at him. So it's an inside joke in the house.
Bro.